In this video, I'll be reviewing the 4th generation 16GB Apple iPad. So this is the second iPad Apple have released in 2012, and it is quite similar to its predecessor, minus a couple things. The 3rd generation iPad had a 30-pin dock connector. This features the new Lightning connector, right there. Also, this now has a front-facing 720p camera. However, it features the exact same back-facing 5-megapixel camera. The only other change is the new processor, the A6 chip, which is extremely fast. Apple claim that it's twice as fast as the old iPad. In real life use, it won't be twice as fast. However, you will definitely notice a difference doing processor-intensive things, such as video editing in iMovie, for example, or heavy gaming. The iPad comes in at 652 grams, which some people might think is quite heavy, but you definitely do get used to it after a while. Coming from an iPad mini, it seems very heavy, but if you just use this for a while, I'm sure it wouldn't seem that heavy anymore. It's got a depth of 9.4 millimeters, so it's not as thin as the iPad mini. It's 185.7 millimeters in width and 241.2 millimeters in height. It comes in 16, 32 and 64 gigabyte capacities, as well as an LTE model. This has the latest and greatest Wi-Fi technology in it, as well as Bluetooth 4.0, the latest standard. So you won't be able to see it on camera, but obviously the best thing about the tablet itself is the Retina display, and boy is it gorgeous. It's the exact same as the iPad 3rd generation screen, which I absolutely loved as well, and the screen is so nice. It's got beautiful viewing angles, as well as extremely clear text. It's got a resolution of 2048 by 1536, and that gives you 264 pixels per inch across the 9.7 inch display. And this is the best screen I have ever seen in my life, definitely. So it has the new dual-core A6X chip. However, it features quad-core graphics to power the Retina display. I have a test on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/iTechEverything, on the back-facing 5-megapixel camera, as well as the front-facing HD camera. Just go ahead and check that out on my channel, and I also have a camera test on the new iPad mini. The cameras are pretty good for a tablet. The back camera is roughly as good as the iPhone 4's camera, and the front camera is pretty good for a HD webcam. However, I really wish they would flip the cameras around, because I don't know about you, but I never really ever take photos on my iPad. So I'd much rather have the 5-megapixel camera right here on the front and just have no camera on the back. Because wouldn't that be better? Because then you could actually use it for taking photos of yourself or whatever, or when you video call. Imagine how high quality that would be in with a 5-megapixel webcam. But hey, that's just my idea. Giving you a hardware tour. On the front we have the home button. On the top, power button, microphone, headphone jack. On the left hand side, absolutely nothing. On the bottom, the all new Lightning connector. And on the right hand side, volume down, volume up, along with the rotation switch. Battery life is great on this tablet. From gaming to watching videos, you'll get roughly around 10 hours of battery life, which is absolutely phenomenal for a portable product. So I mentioned earlier that this has the new A6X chip, which really improves performance, especially in gaming. Let's go ahead and check that out. And with the Retina display, you get so much quality on the screen in the small details, especially when gaming. All the small details just look super crisp. It's also great at playing not so processor intensive games. As you can see, we're getting a nice smooth frame rate there. Very good. Talking about the design of the iPad, it literally looks the exact same as the iPad 3, apart from the Lightning connector on the bottom, obviously. However, I wish they had changed the design to the iPad mini design. As you can see, we have the plain old silver backed iPad, and I have my iPad mini here. Check out my review on that on my channel, youtube.com/iTechEverything. But look at the difference. Look how much nicer the iPad mini looks in comparison to the full-size iPad. The iPad mini, in a sense, kind of makes the full-size iPad's design look ugly and outdated, especially considering the full-size iPad has plastic buttons, whereas the iPad mini features metal buttons for volume down, volume up, along with the rotation switch. And overall, the iPad mini just has a classier design from everything. In my opinion, the iPad mini looks a lot nicer than the full-size iPad. So next year I am hoping that they will update the design of the full-size iPad. It still looks nice enough, however, when compared with its younger brother, it certainly does look old. So if you've got an iPad 3rd generation, don't upgrade. Really, there's nothing here. Sure, it's a little faster and it's got a front-facing camera, but that's really all the pros. It has a lightning connector, but that's not really a big deal. It may even be a negative if you have a lot of 30-pin connector accessories. However, if you have an iPad 2, definitely this is an upgrade. Or if you have an original iPad, yes, you definitely should upgrade to this guy. It will be a massive improvement over what you have. I did a comparison video between this and the mini. However, essentially, this is the tablet which can do everything, and the iPad mini is more for content consumption. This is way better for content creation with the higher res screen, the bigger screen, along with the faster performance. It just adds up to a much easier platform for video editing and photo editing, especially photo editing, because on the Retina display you can see so much more detail than that mini screen. So for $539 in Australia and $499 in the US, I think it's pretty obvious that the iPad is still the best general purpose tablet available on the market. With over 275,000 iPad apps, the iPad is the king of the hill. So hey guys, that's it for this review. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, as I really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. If you have any questions about the new iPad, post them down below and I'll get back to you. Click subscribe right above. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter over at twitter.com/iTechEverything. And I'll see you guys in my next video.